Yes, we can start, Mataji.
Yes,
Okay,
Praveen.
okay. Thank you. Okay, thank you, everyone. Let's recap what we have learned in last class. I think so. In last class, we have learned about Achmanam and Tilak. So, and in last class, we discussed that I would be able to give you demonstration or we'll do practical how to do Achmanam and Tilak. Did anyone try it at home how to do this, or maybe have the specific elements what we've highlighted last time? Anyone? Okay. You can type in chat box who tried at home. Okay, no one tried? Or you can give thumbs up if you have tried. Okay. Now let's get started. Did anyone have the elements what we have shown last time? Like the kushatai, the achmanam patra and spoon, and the water to refill that achanam patra. Anyone having right now at their place? Can someone show it? Okay. Nishant has shown, then Lokin is showing. Yeah, K Litika, yeah, showing it. Okay, anyone more? Okay, okay, fine. So I'll just share. This is the typical vessel where we can take the water. Maybe you might have the larger size or small size, that varies. Then this is the Achmanam path and spoon, typically what we have at the temple, what we do for during deity worship. And the typical plate, what we have, the plate. And chatai basically for sitting purpose or stand on that. And then for Tilak, we'll have the Gopi Chandana and then stamp, or maybe you can directly place the Tilak. So now let's see how to do first Achmanam. You have all the ingredients. Now is very basic. First, just give me a second. Let's first refill this. In your right hand. Similarly, clean your left hand. Okay, done. Now, suppose if you want to drink from the left hand, take a spoon of water and add it in your right palm or left palm based on the process. First, then you have to chant suppose I am starting with Om Keshwaya Namah. Let's sip this. Then again, you have to wash this hand because this is hand is impure now. So you have to sprinkle some water, then rub with cloth of paper, then again use right hand. Then you can chant all three mantras: Om Keshvaya Nama, Om Madhvaya Nama, Om Govindaya Nama, and have it through your Brahmacharya mantra. Suppose one Om Narayana Nama, Om Madhvaya Nama. Now your hand is impure. Now you have to wash this hand to make it this pure. So this is how you do basic Achmanam. And based on the time permits, we can chant other mantras to 12 different form of mantras. What we have: Om Govindaya Nama, Om Vishnuvaya Nama, Om Madhusnaya Nama. All this can be done. That's the step one. How we do the Achmanam process. So first, fill the patra. Second, sprinkle the water. Clean your left hand, right hand. Suppose if you are taking um, starting from your left hand, then start appropriate mantras, recite it, and sip the water after chanting the mantras, and finally clean your hand. That's the typical process to do basic Achman. Now let's see how to apply tilak. Anyone have maybe chandan or something who right now you're applying for it? Okay, you have it. Okay, anyone more? So what we typically use is we typically use, okay, Tavishka also raised her hand. Okay, fine. Now typically what we use is Gopi Chandan. The two way to apply Chandan tilak on your forehead or other parts of body. One is by your normal hand and second is stand. I'll just show you. This is the typical stand which we use, and for I will take in my right palm or left palm, mostly in the left palm, because for there I will just start making this. Let's see. This is my bowl where I keep my chandan regularly, Gopi Chandan, and from this I use this. So we'll try first with stamp because very easy and fast, and then probably I'll show by with my hands. That's the second method. Just what to do is dip this in the bowl wherein I have kept the chandan, and then apply on your forehead. Okay, this is stamp. This is how I have applied. Now, just below, again, with your Anamika finger, what you can do is make an inverted tulsi here. So just drag this at the bottom. It get proper shape. Now see, this is the most simplest and easiest way to have a tilak on your forehead. Step number one, take a stamp, apply inverted U. Then next step, make a tulsi just below the U. That's a one way of one approach. Second approach I'll just show you is the we take the chandan on left palm. Now let's say there's a gopi chandan. What I'll do is I take it in my hand and apply in my left palm. Take sufficient amount so you can drag it from bottom to top. the one way. Then wipe the unwanted chandan which is there in between the use. You can use the cloth of piece of cloth or paper to wipe this out, but make sure don't wipe the last part of the element. This is step. Now we have created the inverted U. Gently wipe with the cloth, so at least don't erase the stamp completely. Okay, this is the step number one. Now we have created the U. Now same way, let's apply Tulsi. Just drag it from your finger, Anamika finger, and we will be able to create the complete Vaishno Tilak which we are using. This is the how we apply. Okay, you have learned two methods. One for the stamp method, and second by hand. So mostly what happens, people take chandan on left side, on the left palm, or is a block which is we rub on this and then apply you how I have shown you. This is the second form how we can implement the got it. Any questions, any doubts? Very simple. Now how many of you will start applying tilak from today? Raise your hands or just type in chat box. Very simple, no complications. Okay, I can see most of people raising hand. Asni, then M. Gautam, Chidmay, everyone raising hand. Nice to see you. Okay, great. So that's the two practical session. Last time we have learned theory class. Today we have learned the practical. Now let's see. So what about today's class? So today, can we end the class or it's what do you think? What will be topic for today's class? Something more special, something very important in our you all do at your home on regular basis. Any guesses? Any guesses? You can type in chat box if you feel what we are covering today. Now you have learned the basics. You have learned about the process, how to perform tilak, how to do achanam. What's the next step after this? You do puja at your home? Yes. So today we will be learning how to do puja or aarti, how to do deity worship, and then probably that would be the steps to learn today. So today our topic is to learn something about deity worship, how we can do puja at your home, how in which what are the guidelines by which we can do prayer or puja at home, how to offer aarti, and probably if time permits, what we'll do is we will try to understand the complete process, how to do perform puja with proper examples, and how to ring the bell, how to offer the flower in different sequence and orders. So that's the typical way of learning, and how to do tulsi worship all would be covered in this and other class. So let's start with today's basic deity worship. How what is deity worship, what is the guidelines and everything. So at least we can start implementing at your home, and you can explain to others also. Just give me a second. Okay. So let's understand what is puja exactly means. So what does puja terms means, or deity worship means what? The Sanskrit, the puja word means to honor or to worship the Lord. So that's a very basic meaning of puja, what is derived from. And as per Vedas, the purpose of pujas are basically to strengthen the spiritual and our individual life in day to day. So at least we give positive motivation. One second, we get blessing from Lords, and most of the people do because to get the good fortunes, health, luck, or maybe suppose we are organizing any taking new homes or performing some group puja at maybe at pandals or different places. So at that time also we can do different forms of puja based on the deity worship. And it's basically a mixture of number of things. So one, we have Lord in this in the center of this. Then we have rituals, and we have offers with the prasadam. We offer bhoga to our lords. There are multiple things which involves puja in this. So today we'll cover mostly the guidelines, how we can start this, and then essentially learn the process. I'll just share my screen. Let me know if you can see your screen. Okay. So there are certain guidelines in deity worship. So or the Arch Vigra, we call this Arch Vigra. We do puja of Arch Vigra or Lord. So we have to understand we are not getting into any, suppose if you have an enter at your home or puja room at your home. The first very basic is to clean entire place where we worship Lord. Second, let's say example, if you have any leftover of the previous day or previous night and you want to start afresh, so remove complete used flowers or maybe boga or maybe any leftover lamp which is there in place. You have to remove this completely from that place. And before entering, maybe picking all this, you have to take a bath. Bathing is very important, and always use fresh cloth, because maybe it should not be dirty first. Second, it should not have we went to washroom and using it. No, so avoid this. And never touch deities if you have gone to washroom or something. So make sure the DT room is entirely clean. Then you have removed all the leftovers from the previous night. Then all this can be done once you have a proper bath, because you cannot touch deities unless you have bath. You have all should and complete purified. Okay. And what are the materials you'd be using in this? Suppose if you are using the agarbattis or dhupbatti or incense sticks or flower, maybe good quality. So at least once you offer to Lord, it gives the proper feeling that you are doing good puja. So one important point, you have to take a bath. Suppose suppose if you have brought a maybe incense sticks or flower or maybe any kind of boga from market, you have to have purify it, because if we have learned the purification mantras, you have to purify it, sprinkling the drop of water, and then keep it temple before offering to Lord. So that's very important. So very first point, take a bath, temple need to be clean, or altar need to be clean. Then offer something which is very good and promising. So at least you'll love it. And once you offer to Lord, you will be satisfied that I'm offering some good to Lord, because all this belongs to Lord itself. It's not what you have created. So just offering gives you positive vibes and help you to overcome all the negative thoughts, and Lord's give protection to you. So that's the basic fundamentals or basic guidelines once you enter into the tea room or while doing the puja or preparing the altar for puja. Now, let's see how offering are they. Now, since you already now since you have already made a puja room completely ready, your altar is ready for puja. Now, what is required to do this puja in terms of the maybe decorations or maybe having a plate or thali wherein you can put the ingredients to start the puja. So now you might have seen a lot of places that before beginning the prayer or puja or aarti, conch shell is always blown because you are invoking or inviting Lord by this. You are starting some ceremony. So at least that note you can starting a positive note. We have highlighted the 11 ingredients what need to be have. Now you can see a plate here which has the all ingredients. So one, you can see a corn. You can see two types of corn. So I'll explain what is the second meaning of the other corn. Then Achman cup, what we have seen in the previous class, and we have taken the practical. Then incense stick, agarbatti or dhupbatti, what you call it. Then ghee lamp or panch pradalat. So that's which has the 5 week based on the what we worship the Lord during that. Then corn for the other corn, it has this. It is a small corn which wherein you have the item number five, the small one. You can see it's offering water to the Lord. While doing the prayer, we offer water to the Lord. Then is a container which has after you offer the water, where you will put it into the container. The small cup you can see 6 number which is highlighted. Then piece of cloth to wipe the. Then small plate of flour which we offer to the Lord. You can see item number 8. Then candle and matchsticks based on the because you know to ignite the lamp or diya based on the requirement. In chamber, we can see 10 white whisk, white one because then finally peacock fan. So these are the 11 different items is required during or offering arti and your plate, which should be properly cleaned. Plate should be properly cleaned. All items should be washed properly, then kept in a cloth, kept into the plate. So at least you can start preparing for the aarti. And before performing each steps of blowing the corn or achmanam or incense stick on Sanskrit gilap, conch for offering water or water container, everything needs to be purified. So you can sprinkle a drop of 2 drop of water on each item when you offer it to the Lord. So at least purification process is done. So that's the second step of first step of offering arti before offering to the Lord. So make sure this you remember this and process follow this. Now let's see. We talked about the puja. How to perform puja. Suppose you might have seen before entering to any temple or deity place. A lot of people what to do is they do obeisances to deity room. So most of the time before offering to the arti, three obeisances. So at least you are surrendering to the Lord because that uh, that is important because if you surrender to the Lord, you'll get the protection and you have courtesy or maybe remembrance of Lord, and then perform achamanam. Should the make yourself purified or should, which is required for you. Any question on this, or maybe you are getting what I'm saying? It's very you once you learn more, you will get more clarity. So what you have learned first is the guidelines. how to clean your room. Second, we have learned offering Aarti. Now we are learning how to do actually the Aarti prayer. Basically, how to do proper prayer or puja. Fine. Now, since I just mentioned that once you do Achmanam, what you do is purify before each purify the all the items what we have steps we have given. Suppose you're using corn, purify by 2 to 3 drops of water, and purify this each time when you're offering the Lord. Okay. Now, last step is the after Achmanam, purify the corn shell and blow with right hand. Suppose I'll just bring my corn shell, which I have. Just give me a second. This is my corn shell, which we blow during the puja or maybe any kind of prayer which we start in our day. Then this is the typical bell which we ring. So mostly we blow and then we do both at simultaneously. So that's typically how we perform the puja, wherein our idea is to first clean the place. Second, because once you clean the place, you'll get the proper clarity, then simplicity, and finally, once you're simple following these rules, then probably you can do proper worship. Because cleaning is first important thing. Then different items what is required during the aarti process and how to do puja. Yeah, this is the typical order what we have listed here. So first perform the achmanam, then put 3 drops of water on each of the item what we are offering. First blow the conch shell. Then once you are entering into deity worship, purify your all the hands. Then if you have, let's say example, you have a curtain, then you can open the curtain from inside and ring the bell. Typically that kind of things. And then once you open the curtain, you pay obeisances to Lord while opening the curtains. Now, once that is done, then purify and light it. Okay, fine. Now let's see which order we need to follow the how to perform the deity worship or para to worship the Lord in specific order. First, as we discussed, let's use incense stick or the dhupatti what we have, purify it and offer the Lord. Second is the offering ghee lamp, step number 2, and then offer. Suppose this is my corn. I'll add few drops to my the patra what I have in this, and then offer to Lord's feet, and then to circumambulate it and show it to the Lord. Then let's say this is the my flower. I'll just purify it and offer to the Lord's, starting from the feet, lotus feet. Then I have chamar also, but I saved the temple now. So use the chamar to give air to Lord, and then finally peacock feather. All these 7 steps can be performed step by step. So first incense stick, second ghee, then water, then cloth, flower, chamar, and peacock. Very simple. Once you start practicing, suppose if you forget step number 1, 2, that's fine. Initially it's fine, but over the period you will master this and you will able to do in the same order, because that's the basic rules set by Tilak Prabhupada and the Vaishnava Gurus. Now, let's take example, we are ending the Aarti. We have to blow the conch shell 3 times. Suppose we have started the Aarti by blowing the conch shell, and and we will blow the conch shell 3 times again. And the flower what you have, mostly when you visit temple, what priest or maybe gurus does is they have the patra where they have offered the water to the Lord, kept in the small plate or maybe the patra. What they do is they sprinkle the water to every devotee who is there in temple, or you can do at your home also. So at least that gives the blessings and protection from Lord. That's very crucial because it's already offered to the Lord. And if you're getting blessings, because that will help you to be in positive mood and in complete devotion, and it shows you are surrendering to the Lord. And in the altar during the Lord feast, where you offered some flowers or maybe you can distribute to devotees who are coming at temple or at your place also. Maybe your friends and families, you can distribute it. So that's typically how we do the complete process of starts from setting up the altar. After setting the altar, then setting up the Aarti plate. After setting the Aarti plate, we are setting up the how the process would be there to complete Aarti. And finally, by closing, by after ending the Aarti, we blow the conch shell and distributes the what are the offers of bhogas what we offered, or maybe water is there, water is there with the during the offering or flowers. That's how typically the Aarti would end. Okay. Today we'll cover this much. In probably next class, what we'll do is we'll cover the Tulsi Aarti and Tulsi worship. I think so. This will be more. Yeah, 2 to 3 more slides. We'll take in the next class. Yes. If anyone have a questions, we can I can take up the questions. Please raise your hands, or maybe if you have any question, type in chat box. Before starting with the queries, I'll just summarize what we have learned today. So idea was today to demonstrate or help you to set the certain rules or guidelines wherein how to perform the puja. Second important was what are the ingredients required to perform aarti or puja during deity worship. Very important. If you don't have some item, that's fine, but try to have the all this item because as per prescribed from the shastras and gurus, we need to have all this. And second point would be in which process or which item need to be offered. It has to be in sequence. That's important. And before offering prayer or ending the prayer, each item need to be purified. So at least we do proper purification and offer to the lords. And finally, any leftover which is like maybe offering to the lords or flowers or maybe uh, uh, flower or maybe or water which is offered a lot, you can give it to devotees. So at least they get the blessings from the Lord. So that's the idea was today's to give you insight on this. Yes, happy to take answers. Please type in chat box or maybe raise your hand so at least we can understand. Anyone? I think so. One Hasni has raised the hand, and then Nishant has raised their hand.
Yes, sir, I'm unmuting just.
Videos. My video is on. How to blow conch shell and from which side? So mostly conch shells we take it from right hand. See how I'm holding this, and this is the what high my right position would be, and then we blow it, and we have to pump in some small amount of air and do either from right or left, depend upon the priorities or the air flow which comes to this. So it typically is the air flow which helps you to blow this conch shell. This question was asked by Nishant. Okay. Hasni, any questions you want to ask?
Yes, sir. Sir, you were telling how to apply tilak, right?
No question.
Sir, you were saying how to apply tilak,
Anyone?
right? Why should we only use
You
the
raise your hands.
ring finger?
Mataji, you can ask child, any kids if they have any questions.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hasni is asking her question. Can you hear her?
Can you hear me? मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
Yes, sir. You are audible. And Hasini is also audible to me.
Can you hear
Is she
me?
audible to you? Yes, Prabhuji. You
Yes.
are audible. Yes.
No. Hello.
Hello? Sir, you were telling how to apply tilak, right? So why we only need to use this finger?
Because this is auspicious finger.
Okay.
Yeah, and easy to apply from this because this is not this index finger because it's pointing towards the wrong thing, and then other finger are not very considered to be auspicious from the Shastra perspective. That's why Anamika finger, you might have seen a lot of people using the ring finger and you ring on this only. So it's auspicious from the Shastra perspective. That's why we always use this one as the finger to create the any kind of, maybe you might have seen the, if you are creating some rangoli, people use this because it's considered to be auspicious. So thumb mix of this, two reason: one auspicious, second is the energy perspective, which is when you touch this to the certain elements or maybe to the earth, or maybe it gives you positive vibes, and the energy perspective is good, considered to be good.
Okay, sir. Sir, I also have another question.
Yes,
Note.
please.
Sir, you were showing that what's that? You were showing that thing which we blow, right?
This is conch shell, this one.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So why we blow in the starting and in the end?
Because you're invoking the Lord, you're inviting Lord. That's
Oh,
the reason. We are inviting Lord and start of the prayer, and after the end also we are invoking the Lord that we are offered you everything. Now it's time to give us blessings and protections what we have. That's the two main key reasons.
okay, sir. You were showing that conch.
Conch shell, shank or conch.
Yes.
We call it shank or conch shell.
Okay, sir. You were showing a conch shell, right?
Yes, conch shell.
I don't have those.
Okay, fine. What you can do is, once you start practicing this, then you can have two form of shank or conch shell. There are various kind of available in the market. You can buy it, maybe small one for the offering gel to the Lord or maybe water to the Lord, and bigger one to blow in the start of the prayer and at the end of the prayer.
Okay, sir.
This is a small one. Then might be bigger size also. I will Panchajanya Shanka, Vishnu Shanka, or these different form of Shanka available in the market.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Anyone more?
Jai Shri Krishna, sir.
Jai Shri Krishna. Anyone? The last two class, what we have learned is more towards the how we start practicing our regular deity worships, how to be in line with the what our gurus or acharyas have taught us. So at least we can give learnings to you guys. That's the idea of last two class would be. And next class we learn mostly on Tulsi worship, and we'll summarize some part of this content in, and maybe I try to gather more information about maybe get some maybe thali what we prepared. I'll try to get that also next class. Anyone more questions? I think so. I cannot see anything in chat box. Also, no, I think so. No.
Those who have any doubt regarding today's session can raise your hands.
Yes. Anyone? Lokin, Advait, Iban. Himakshi, Chinmay, Gautam, Palakshi, Tashvika. I think so, Mataji, we need to share them with these slides and let them learn probably this week, and we can have next class wherein I can give more information to them.
Yes, Prabhuji. There's no doubt for today.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna, ma'am.
Hare Krishna, ma'am. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Have you all enjoyed the session?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, now you have to do one thing. You should apply Tilak, right? On regular basis or when you go to temple, right? Okay. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna. Radhe Radhe.